Finally figured out why Chinese people are so easy to spot abroad. Finally figured out why Chinese people are so easy to spot abroad. Turns out, the traits of us Chinese are just too obvious. Like this one girl on a business trip to Korea. As soon as she entered the subway station, a guy came up and struck up a conversation. He asked where she was from in China. She was really surprised. She immediately asked him how he knew she was Chinese. The guy smiled and said, even though her looks and clothes weren't much different from anyone else's, her gaze and posture gave her away. Koreans, when they wait for the train, tend to stand with their legs together, heads down, playing on their phones. But she was looking around, standing with her legs one in front of the other. She just looked really confident, almost cocky. Then there was another girl who went to Korea to visit relatives. She happened to arrive during an open house at a US military base. Her Korean relatives dragged her along to check it out. Everyone in front of her just got in without a word, but when it was her turn, they asked her for her passport. She was really confused, so she asked the American soldier how he knew she was a foreigner. The soldier replied, "It's just because you dared to ask me why. That's how I knew you were definitely Chinese." He explained that he could tell as soon as because Koreans usually keep their heads down when they're in front of them, never making eye contact. But she walked in with her head held high. She looked like she wasn't afraid of anything. No wonder she was spotted right away. It's just in our blood. That's how different we are. There's also this guy who shared a story about eating at a restaurant in Japan with some friends. Suddenly, a group of American soldiers came in. They demanded that everyone give up their seats. Before they even finished speaking, all the Japanese people got up and left. The guy and his friends didn't say anything. A little while later, another group of American soldiers came in, rudely telling them to leave. The guy didn't say a word, just looked up at them and kept eating. The American soldier was stunned. He then asked the guy, "Where are you from?" The guy calmly replied, "I'm from China." At first, they thought a confrontation was inevitable, but as soon as the American soldier found out he was Chinese, his attitude changed instantly. He smiled and said hello, then quickly left, tail between his legs. She smiled and greeted the young man with a cheerful hello, then quickly walked away, head down.